bright black suit and green dress shirt. He stops before the first cell, his face drawn. Norman gazes through floor-to-ceiling glass to see an inmate in an orange jumpsuit. Their hand trembles while attempting to write in a small book.
What do you want?
Norman shifts his shoulders and blinks.
The Spider-Men. You know who they are, don't you?
Why?
Norman shakes his head and his lips flutter slightly.
They ruined my son.
The inmate, Dr. Otto Octavius, closes his book and stands. Octavius is a portly white man with square glasses and a receding hairline. He faces Norman and approaches the glass.
Good. We all have to experience loss. Even you, Norman.
Octavius scowls, his eyes sharp under a heavy brow. Norman glances at the book tucked under his arm.
What are you writing?
Octavius holds the book in both hands, then fixes Norman with a piercing stare.
The final chapter.
Say the day with a flick of the wrist. Work together, give each other assists. You don't see me coming, I'ma plot twist. Senses are tingling, we find a feeling and get the tag team and them leave a fake. Take it for what I'm believing in. I know my destiny greater than this. We got a bond that no evil can break forever. My bro, at the end of the day, this bigger than us. We got too much at stake. I'm good by myself, but together we great. Putting my life on the line for the citizens. See all the angles I'm weaving and pivoting. Then I'm drop kicking a criminal idiot. I recognize the playground that the city is. Feel like a jungle gym, feel like I'm juggling. Sky full of turbulence, street keep on rumbling. But I ain't worried about nothing as long as it's me and my buddy. We ain't gonna be struggling. Now you take the left and I take the right. We taking the chances and rolling the dice. Sticking with you like your uncle's advice. Trusting my instincts, I'm not thinking twice. I know my enemies not gonna play nice, so I'ma give it my all every time. Let go of fear, it's just all in your mind. Surprise what you find if you just look inside. Carpe the diem, now you on the night, but you gotta decide to fight or to fly. You doing what's right, it's bigger than pride. Really no limit with friends by your side.
My senses bouncing off a wall, evil lurking every day. You don't ever need to call, I can feel it right away. Slim chance to beat the odds, but I always find a way. You were never just a nobody, go get them tigers, swing it up in the way.
In their apartment, Miles sets the table as Rio cooks in the kitchen. Miles wears a collared sage green shirt layered over white sleeves. Miles goes to the front door. He dusts off his sleeves, then straightens before opening it. Haley stands in the doorway wearing a sweater with a checkerboard pattern in contrasting shades of pink. A purple collar necklace rests over top. She smiles as she enters.
Haley, hi. I hope you're hungry.
Starving.
Food's almost ready. Why don't you go show her your essay? You worked so hard on it.
Rio makes a shooing motion. Miles wears a bemused smile as he leads Haley down the hall. Miles's room is slightly cluttered with books and papers. A basketball hoop hangs on a wall, and notes are pinned to a corkboard. Miles motions to his laptop, but Haley remains focused on him.
So, what's this about?
Some guy in Harlem. Probably seen him volunteering in the city, helping out his city council mom, and trying to live up to his hero dad.
I like that vision of that person.
Yeah.
Haley's eyes breeze over the laptop screen and settle on a nearby mannequin with Miles' spider suit. Over its shoulders hangs the black and white striped scarf she gave him.
You're not wearing your suit?
Yeah.
Haley walks over to it. A soft smile blooms on her lips as she removes the scarf. Miles grins nervously as she walks up to him, then bows his head so Haley can drape the scarf over his neck. Her hands linger on it, trailing the fabric over Miles's chest. Miles closes his eyes and takes a deep breath before looking at Haley with a smile. Haley pulls on the scarf to draw Miles in for a kiss. Miles jolts away, his posture stiff as a board. Haley shakes her head slightly. In the entryway, Rio adjusts her hair. She smiles as Haley and Miles stand behind her.
Hey.
Rio opens the door to an Asian man wearing a blazer.
Hi. Miles, Haley, this is Albert.
She fingerspells.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Oh, and this is my daughter, Cindy.
Cindy gives a hesitant, fluttering wave.
What's up, New York?
Welcome back, Dana Club. We did it. We survived the impossible. Drove back a friggin' alien invasion. And we did it together. As heroes. The Spider-Men led the way, and every day New Yorkers rose to the challenge. Today I am so pleased to talk with one of those heroes.
Break time's over. Lance and a thumb drive? They say you should never plug in a drive of unknown origin. But I know Norman, I think.
Peter! I put this together for you because I knew when we got through this crazy time, whenever we got through it, I wanted you to have these. And I wasn't positive I'd be here to give them to you myself.
Harry.
After the Emily May Foundation was destroyed by Craven's hunters, I went to see what I could recover before it got boarded up. In the box, you'll find a piece of bark from my mom's tree, and one of May's blossoms. And I thought, if you gene splice them together, you might get a hardy enough plant to produce seeds.
Wow. Well, okay.
I knew you could do it, Pete. Now, you know those little bee drones we salvaged from the field studies? We just leveraged their relocation data sets to plant those seeds around the city.
You're some kind of genius, Harry Osborn. Let's get those bees working.
I know. It'll be years before we see the results. And who's to say where you and I will be a week from now, let alone years from now? Which is why I did this simulation to show you. So Emily and May will live on in the city, and, of course, in us. I love you, Pete. I really do. And I know the Foundation didn't end up going the way I'd hoped, but there's still no one I'd rather have tried it with. I bet by the time you get this, we'll have already started a new Foundation. Just me and you. From scratch. Go us.
Go us.
Oh, one last thing. I got a little something for you. Wear it in good health. Love you.
Hey, mind if I help?
Be my guest! Having regrets yet? Thanks. I'll see you around.
You can be a mysterious stranger less often, you know.
Can you smell the change in the air? It's fresh and clean. A new day for this world. Staring down the face of the apocalypse offers a new perspective on life. Time to let go of old grievances. Rearrange priorities. While the world waited with bated breath to see if they would be next. New York stood tall and held the line. We did not acquiesce. After we take a moment to celebrate the freedom we fought so hard to retain, we must then turn our sights to the people responsible for putting us in harm's way to begin with. I'm talking about Oscorp and, of course, the Spider. You're going to hear a lot of conflicting reports and lies surrounding the events of last week. But let me assure you, this is still just the facts here. So let's lay them out. Spider-Man was seen wearing a black suit. Then a monster appears wearing a similar suit. Then our proud city is overrun by similar monsters. Oscorp is claiming it's Spider-Man's fault for stealing Oscorp's research. That doesn't surprise me. But Oscorp needs to be held accountable for creating these damn creatures in the first place. This is what happens when corporations try to play God and individuals overreach. Of course, hoping for legal ramifications for wrongdoers is like hoping for an ice cream shop in the desert. We must not forget where the blame lies. We can't forgive either. But for now, enjoy life. We're lucky to have it.
Spider-Man, help me! Get away from me! Get away!
I've got this! Get clear!